Grand Rising, everyone. It is Shay Seeking. Um, yeah. Hmm? 1 second. Hold on. Okay. Or Shalonda from American Aborigines Unchained. Yeah, we're just gonna, talk a little bit. Like I'm in a, a situation or whatever, right? And I'm just like, you know, this is almost like silence of the, I don't know, I just keep thinking silence of the lamb, right? Why do these things keep popping up every time? I can't stand it. I can't stand it, y'all. Because it'd be like, whatever. See, because I just don't, I don't think I'm reckless, right? But I do use my instincts and I do trust certain things when it comes to, again, um, th- right now in my life, I am considering myself, right? Someone who knows who I am, who has my connection to source, right? That I've been connected to. I feel on a strong level throughout this journey, right? That's a part of me, right? There's another part of me that's very, creative, you know, entrepreneurial, um, you know, but then again, like I said, I'm mom too, right? So I just feel like, it's so many parts of me. I feel like I don't know. It's a strange thing because I know that I'm destined, right, for greatness. Okay, so it's almost like with all of these things that have been going on, it's kind of hard to send. It's really not hard to center myself and balance myself. What I'm saying is, it's hard to explain this to the world or the people that again that come here on this platform that have been already walking with me, what I'm saying, on either Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube throughout this whole time. And it's like compartmentalizing yourself, right? And then also knowing that there are other individuals that you would never think would be possibly in your business to a certain extent, right? And it's almost like it's like it's somebody. It's like almost like, oh, what is it like? I don't know. It's like playing chess, right? But it's almost like, again, you being the odd one out that is actually that chief cornerstone, right? But and everybody else around knows, so they're gonna leave you out on a limb, right? And then and while everybody else knows the course of things and how to operate, it's just basically you're left on that limb so people can watch you, so they can laugh, so they can mock, so they can, you know what I'm saying? At some point in time, it feels like, felt like it was like, being up on a pedestal, but not even to the world, just between me and source. You know, it's almost like that part, and because there was a lot of confusion. It's been confused, nothing but confusion the whole time, right? So again, it's almost like even like that whole part. I was just thinking about like on Moana when Maui was like telling her his story about how the gods found him. His parents didn't want him, and they threw him, out to the sea. And you know, the gods rescued him, and he did everything to feel like he was at home with them, or cared for. And he did everything for the people and got them this and did this and everything, but they still didn't care. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like that mothering energy that when she was looking at the tattoo on his back and said, which one is, where'd that come from? And it was the first time after watching that movie so many times that I resonated very well with Maui, because this whole time I've been seeing, and I feel like this is also like, I don't know, I just feel like it's like, I don't know, I look at like ritual or scapegoat, or just sacrifice, like child sacrifice or sacrificing someone, and like I said, that to me a sacrifice can be physical, mental, spiritual, in those kind of ways. Cutting someone off from some type of inheritance, it could be something like that, some kind of will or something, right? So um so again, like I said, it resonated with me a little bit, right? Um, because all this time I felt like I had a Maui, right? It's like I felt like I had a Maui. That's who was with me on this journey. That's who was traveling with me. Although, all the waves and all the tides and the storms came in, people trying to tell me. And again, still, I'm not sure because I'm not there. I feel like I'm like up on a pedestal, or in a jar or something, and everybody is like looking at me around. So again, just even like realizing that there's this whole group of people out that do like collective readings and things like this, and other ways that I had to kind of like put my ear to the pavement, and then noticing like the complete disconnect, right, for no reason, right? And that's why I feel like with the twin, I mean, it's more than just something. It's more than, it's something like just mirroring that energy. And when the energy is not close, or when the energy, I don't know, I can like feel it, but I don't know, I feel like a tragedy. I don't even know. Like I said, I don't even want to think about it. I'm trying not to think about it because it's kind of weird, because I kind of just wonder if that's like, a part of the person that died. Do you see what I'm saying? But it feels like there's been a death to something. We'll say that, or someone possibly. Because I feel like along with that energy came more entities, right? Entities or individuals in a sense that were there, but I couldn't tell. You know what I'm saying? Because I was focused on that main energy. So I couldn't tell if they were just there as helping. You know how you could look at it as like, like God having angels, right? Right? So again, like if I look at this as like American gods, or just like gods with little g's or whatever, you know what I'm saying? If like I look at the like a like angels are sent in your life to help or guide, right? But also, I don't know, I just look at it as like a group, like even being disciples, right? Like gang members, are disciples, right? So I'm just thinking like Yeshua and disciples, or like an entourage, like it's a group of people that he went around with or whatever. So, and like for me, sometimes like me, like, I don't know, like when I like, okay, when I care about somebody, like, I don't know, I'm not obsessive, but I'm protective. I'm very protective. Like very protective. Not even in an obsessive way. And so, like, again, if my daughters have friends, or if they would have boyfriends, or whatever it was that they brought by, I'm someone that's really good at reading people. So I can kind of read you, you know what I'm saying, your rights. I don't like really good at like judging things, right? And seeing things for what they are. And then usually a couple weeks later, months later, they're like, oh, you were right. Oh my goodness, exactly what you said was going to happen. And it's just like, and that's why I had to stop, even when I realized, how powerful words are and how spelling casts spells, right? Then I had to really be careful about saying that. Like now my daughter, you know what I'm saying? They're still, in their, they're not too old or whatever, but like, when they want to travel, when they do something, I try to be more supportive, or just say more, whatever, because, I used to be when they, how it is growing up in our families within certain communities, it's like you couldn't do nothing without something about to be happening. It's like, like stop running around that living room. You know what I'm saying? You gonna fall, bump your head, and then I'm gonna have to take you to the hospital. I don't want to be sitting up in no emergency room. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I grew up in that environment. So but not really, but again, nothing ever happened really to me. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I got hurt a couple times, fell out of a tree, you know, knocked the wind on my back. Thought I died. I thought I had died, okay? um, you know, things like that, you know, happen. I think I was like, you know, stuff like that happened. I was swinging like, you know, how like as a kid,